Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's tutorial, what we are going to see is we are going to insert items into our DynamoDB table. So currently in our last tutorial, we have created a table named employee. So what we are going to do is in this tutorial is we are going to just insert the items into this employee table. So let's go ahead and do the same. Let me open the editor. So, new Python file, DynamoDB. So let's go back to our documentation. So over here, this is the table that we have already created, the employee table. So if I go in employee table and if I click on view items, you can see there are no items present right now. So let's go ahead over here in the DynamoDB documentation. So in this DynamoDB documentation, we are going to use service resource. So as we are going to use service resource, we will just use this service resource parameter from here, paste it over here. Now, now what we will have to do is we will have to put the item, but before putting the item, we will have to get the value of the employee table. So to get the value of the employee table, what we are going to do is we are going to use this resource. That's there are resources available with sub resources, that is table. If I click on table, you can see creates a table resource. Okay, so what I will do, so in this, the parameter which is mentioned over here, in the parameter name, we are going to give the table name. Okay. Now, as we have given the table name, it will return the DynamoDB table, which will be saved in table. So once that is done, what we are going to do is, so within this table, there are sub-resources. If I refer the sub-resources, if I come down, you can see a function named put item. So if I click on put item, it shows you that creates a new item or replaces an old item with a new item. So if the item is already created, it will just replace it. If it is not, it will create a new one. So this put item, so let's see the syntax for put item. So over here we are going to use table.put item. Okay, in our code, table.put item. Now in table.put item, we have to define the item list. Okay, so in item list, if you see the items which is defined over here, this is required, this is mandatory. So let's start by defining the item itself. So in this example, we'll just create the table based on the item. So let's go ahead. Sorry. Okay, so let's create the item. So as part of this item, what we are going to do is right now we have created the table which is over here. We have created this table only with one item, that is the partition key. Okay, that is ID. But I am going to define multiple new attributes by using this code. So along with employee ID, I am going to add the employee name and employee select. So how we can do that? So in this, first we will define item. In item, dictionary, we will start mentioning our, so over here ID, the partition key would be compulsory to make sure that the partition key is present while you are putting a record. So we will keep this ID as 1. Then I will define a new attribute which would be name. The name would be ABC. Then I will define another attribute named salary. Salary. Again, the name would be XYZ. XYZ. So comma over here. Comma to the item. Okay. So that's it, guys. So this is the final code. So right now you can see that if I go to the console, there are under employee table, you won't see any items over here. As you can see, if I run the scan, items returned is 0. Now I will just go ahead and run this code. Okay, so as you can see, we didn't face any error. I will go over here and run it once again, so you can see this is the partition key. Based on the partition key, the two new attributes is also created, so our data has been pushed inside. So suppose if I want to add two more items over here, what I can do is, so let's define another items 2, 3, DEF. Last time, okay, so DEF and the salary would be 2, we will keep as 2000, and this salary we will DEF and XYZ. Salary would be 3000. Okay, so I will add one more over here. So in this, what we are going to do is the existing one which is already there, okay, we will update that. So the existing one is 1. So over here I will do ABC, because over there I missed to mention the salary, so I will keep it as 1000 and this as 3000. Now let's go ahead and run the code once again. Okay guys, so as you can see, 1, 2, 3, so 3 records are created over here. But what you saw that record 1 was already existed. What it did, it updated it. So over here, if you see in the documentation, they have explicitly mentioned creates a new item or replaces an old item with a new one. So that's it for the session, guys. Thank you for joining the session. Have a great day.